entertainment side, I mean, we can't go one episode without talking about movies and all that kind of stuff. I see that the next season of Money Heist, Oleg's favorite TV show, season 5 has got a new release date, or it's got a release date, right?
Yeah.
I don't see either Oleg is frozen, or he's not impressed with the fact that
Googling.
Money Heist is coming.
Hey guys, I still need to wrap up with season 4. I think on my side, I really found season 1 and 2 are really good and exciting. I think season 3 is just, it's. I don't know if you guys remember this old TV show called Prison Break. When season 1 came out, it was brilliant. It was a phenomenon. Like you were literally waiting a week for the next episode to drop, right?
Yes.
And you're like, every episode ends on a cliffhanger, and you're like sitting there, it's like, oh, what's gonna happen next? And then season 2, it basically flattened out, and then season 3, it started diving, and it just carried on diving.
Well,
That's my
Prison Break
experience.
also suffered because when it really got to season 3 or 4, there was that writers' strike that went on,
Yeah.
and a lot of series at the time just became very vanilla.
Mm.
The people trying to write, not the actual writers.
Yeah, so
yeah,
like that's my
it is.
experience with with Money Heist. Season 1 was brilliant. It was well done. It was different to like traditional Hollywood busters, had a different feel to it, and obviously it's Spanish made and produced in Spain. Spanish actors as well, slightly different culture, slightly different take on things. I think it was cool. Definitely hit the right spot in terms of like unexpected, pleasant surprise type of TV show.
Yeah, it's clever. I mean, that was the thing. It was a bit of all of what you just said, but it was actually something unique and clever that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
And I'm on series 4 now, just to catch up on myself, because I also just went, it seems to be very repetitive. It's following the same formula where something exciting happens for 5 minutes, and the rest of it is just drama. In the middle of a money heist, they got time to shag, they got time to gossip and do other stuff on the side. It's like, what? You're surrounded. You should be under pressure. It's just not the same. Yeah, come on, react properly. There should be a tension in the air, and these guys are floating with each other.
Yeah. So like on the TV show side, like I gotta mention, like, did you guys heard or watch a British TV show called Bodyguard?
Yeah. Yes.
So that was really, well.
Yeah, but you
made.
were gripped from the start. This is the recipe they tend to follow. You were gripped in that first episode.
Yeah.
Stuff happened.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
It was
episode 3 and 4. It starts going.
Well, not on the Bodyguard. Not on the Bodyguard. I like Money Heist, as you saw. I didn't comment on Money Heist because, not my favorite
How do they follow
t-shirt.
this, though? How are they going to come out? First of all, they're talking about splitting the series. They're going to add more episodes, which just says to me they're going to stretch it out because it's got so much fame that there's demand for something, and it's an easy win. So stretch it out. Game of Thrones did the same thing, although, to be fair, they had a lot to cover. But it just annoys me. I will not watch that series 5 if they split it.
Well,
I
I mean,
don't
can
wanna
you
get halfway
imagine?
through and go, well, now I've got to wait 6-12 months for the other half. What's the point?
I think it was.
like
I think when I got to the end of series 3 of Money Heist, I was positive that there was still another episode or 2 to come, because the way it ended in season 3, I was like, "Is that it?" So I'm not a big fan.
Stuff's starting to happen in season 4. I'm halfway through it.
Are you? I haven't even started.
I would say the first few episodes are just recapping and adding some backstories, and there's still an element of that all the way through. But
So I mean, there was a comment about, because I was my first thing was, flip, the bloody holes in the plot of the story. It's like stuff doesn't make sense. And then apparently there was a comment made by the people, the producers or the writers or whatever, and they said, no, that's part of the mystery. And I'm like, yeah, that's a flipping excuse for bad writing. Anyway, that's my opinion. But talking about series,
I hope I'm pleasantly surprised, but at the moment I feel it's just gone too far.
well, but I
It's
mean,
doing
you know,
another
going back
series
to
for the sake.
Oleg's going back to Oleg's points about Prison Break, like lost its way completely. Another show that both Oleg and I enjoy, which is Homeland. It started off with the same thing. It started, the first 2 seasons were flipping amazing. Season 3 lost its way. I don't even think I finished watching the season, whatever. But then they had the ability to pull it back, and they changed the format of it. Killed off one of the characters, made one of the other characters the main character, and then had 4 or 5 successful seasons after that. I mean,
I didn't like that character that became the main character, and that's what put me off.
Okay. Well, you had a
It's still-
personality clash with Claire Danes. I'm sorry, man.
I think you know, that's the whole appeal of Homeland for me, is that you know, like the whole
She's
character
irritating
of
as shit.
Claire Danes. She's irritating, but she's like as close to the reality as possible. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you wouldn't get a normal individual working in this type of field by by a long shot. It's not going to be your regular soccer mom. I
get that.
Would
But
bake you
she's
biscuits.
completely she's past that line. At what point
Yeah.
would they have not put her on the desk years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
She's
you'll be surprised. You know, when it comes to that type of stuff, good people are hard to find, and and even harder to keep alive.
yeah, it's like the world's future is in the hands of some psycho
But
who
actually,
forgot to
my
take her
favorite-
meds.
My favorite character in that entire TV show, from like season 1 through to the last season, is definitely Saul Berenson.
Yeah. And look, I mean, it was a smart thing to have Saul Berenson's character, or that character, to be the balance of, you know, it was like the two extremes. You've got I can't remember what was her name in Homeland. I've gone blank. Anyway, Claire Danes, whose character is on one end of the spectrum, and you've got Saul Berenson, who's on the other side.
Yeah.
And they he's the one that brings her back down to earth. He's the one that protects her. He's the one that points her and gives her the space to, you know, do what she does best. So I think imagine that series without Saul Berenson in it, and just Claire Danes. I hope I've got the right name. It is Claire Danes, right?
It is.
It's her character name in Homeland is Carrie Mathison.
Oh, the Carrie
Carrie,
Mathison.
that's it.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, imagine if you had Homeland with Carrie Mathison as you know, there as she was, without Saul Berenson. Maybe it would have been a different. No, it wouldn't have worked. So I think it was very, very smart writing on their part. You know, in terms of, you know, script writing.